first member of the deep state indicted.
Grand jury has in fact indicted ex-FBI Director James Comey.
Completely and totally orchestrated by President Trump.
And we're going to look into Soros because I think it's a RICO case against him. It's incitement to riot. That's a criminal act.
Well, Trump is going after the deep state, and some of the media are currently calling it scorched earth. He's also going after Soros, and we got Antifa. FBI Director James Comey indicted, and Soros is firing back saying, what? We don't fund terrorism. So we have Laura Loomer coming out saying something very big is happening. I have a very troubling feeling in my gut. He also says in another post, be locked and loaded as cyber attacks, the ground planes worldwide were, quote, designed to sow chaos. Got a lot to cover in today's episode of Wall Gonna Die.
Trump officially signing an executive order designating Antifa as a domestic terror organization, all as the White House aims to crack down on the sources funding the group.
President Trump has promised he will directly address the dark sources funding and supporting this domestic terrorism to finally restore order in our country. The American people can expect further, very strong action on this very soon.
Looks like there is a lot of people currently being arrested. Actually, several. Say you go, orange guy, going after Antifa. Donald Trump plans to crush his political foes. He also calls them a sick, dangerous, radical, disaster, major terrorist organization, and I say, go ahead. Also got my support going after these sickos. Fund all of it. And you guys know, go back to the 90s, I had said, this dude made so much money when the world was in chaos. And then it's like, hey, chaos equals money. Trump DOJ official tells prosecutors to probe. And I'm like, South Park probe, or what are we doing here? Give him that. Give him that. George Soros Group for potential, quote, pro-terror funding report. I mean, the dude did shell out about $80 million for the Black Lives Matter movement. So if you recall, I do recall because I was there, the last LA riots where you're seeing like these pallets of bricks being delivered. And it's like, well, who's delivering these things? And then there's a card on it signed from George, but it's false. You can't prove it. It didn't say George Soros. It just said, love George. There's so many things that go on in our life that we're like, well, it's clearly him. Even when Biden was walking around as president, which he wasn't, everyone's like, no, he's fit. He's fit as a fiddle. But logically, we all know that fiddle ain't playing any tunes. And how the Democrats even allowed him to debate. That was it. I guess he was like, I'm going to debate. All right, go ahead, Dad. When you're trying to take his car keys away, you're like, Dad, you're 142. You can't drive. This guy's elected to the President of the United States. But even with what happened at J6, now, again, it depends on what sandbox you're currently in. My leftist friends were like, oh my gosh, you see them break the windows. And then we're like, well, did you see the footage where the FBI guy's like, hey, you should break this window and jump through it? Like that, new bombshells, but we knew this. Look at this. There were 274 agents sent to the Capitol, J6. And not just that, they're undercover, and they were, quote, I'm not going to quote anything. I'll just let Donald tell you, wow, a radical left Democrat scam. That seemed to take him out. Don's turn to take people out. So we're going with Comey first, indicted. Trump pushes for prosecution of longtime foe. And for me, as a God-fearing man, it's easy for me to forgive. I won't forget, I forgive. Don, not so easy. Although I would like to see this play out and people get what they deserve. Now, if they don't, all right. You know, I won't lose any sleep over it. Soros, I would like to see him receive what he deserves, so we will just see. He fires back. NYT, New York Times report, quote, we don't fund terrorism. End of quote. And it looks like President Trump's really trying to fix things moving forward, getting specific people out of our country, which I will go into in just a second. They want to have the kids leave the room for a little bit because it actually does have to do with kids and Muslims and Sharia law and how it's coming to a city near you. Bitch, it's already in Michigan. That's nice to wake up to that. How about that 5 times a day? And they can't fix it. Let's listen into the Don Don.
Jasmine Crockett recently.
Jasmine Crockett. Remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person. She's a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson, between her and Ilhan Omar and the group. You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he didn't want her. He said, I don't want her. Okay. Well,
I've been telling you, once they get in, they don't leave. This is the mayor of Dearborn. That's a Christian minister. The mayor is being asked to apologize, and he's not going to apologize. He said he's not going to apologize because he said, you're not welcome here. You know, I am currently traveling the world to see what their culture currently does to your city. New York, this is Paris. This is a warning sign to what New York is going to look like. I mean, yes, you're already saying it's, well, I think we beat him to it. It's already happening. Well, let me just help you with something. Vote them out. I've been telling you, it's not just Michigan. This is actually Philadelphia. This is Philadelphia, guys. And when they just decide to pray anywhere, we'll just lay down in the street. That sounds like a logical place to pray. It's like, that's okay. They're just praying. I saw like a 9-year-old. Once these guys get in, they just become so brazen. I mean, here's, they'll impose Sharia law in America, quote, through the ballot box or bullet. There is no in between. For you guys to listen to him, but I'd prefer not. Although I do want to congratulate Texas, Greg Abbott. Yeah, that was going in. Stopped it. Sharia law. It is now banned in Texas. Congratulations. Full religion, guys. Keep it up. But it's not just there. We have Chicago. Get them out. You want to see things change? Get them out. Prayers go out to ICE agents in California. They have masks on. Not in California, they don't. Also, the biggest drop was recorded. Students enrollment was what, like 450 down to 300 and still dropping. And then back to what I said at the beginning, something big is happening. I have a terrible feeling. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of pushback. I'd call it hate, these emails that I'm receiving from not so nice people that are not of a Christian faith. I guess what I'm saying is incorrect, but I'm going to go with not because I have documentation. I'm seeing it. I see the way they speak. Also, what happened 9/11? Yeah. How about another massive Islamic terror? This is what I'm hearing. So if you're currently in New York, sorry about, for some reason, all the electricity went out. We have cyber attacks that grounded planes, and we have sleeper cells. Actually, this chick's probably pretty, she's spot on.
The National Counterterrorism Center just put out a memo about this to all law enforcement. Over 1,000 highly trained operatives from Al-Qaeda have...
Now, mind you, it was a memo that was just put out.
This isn't being blasted everywhere between creators and the news, but everyone needs to share this. Opening up the southern border and allowing it to go unchecked for years and millions of people coming in that weren't vetted had to be the biggest act of treason in American history, and I'm about to tell you why. Because Al-Qaeda is in this country right now. The National Counterterrorism Center just put out a memo about this to all law enforcement. Over 1,000 highly trained operatives from Al-Qaeda have gotten into this country via the southern border. They have come from training camps all throughout the Middle East, and they are confirmed to be planning a massive multi-city attack. They are also uniformed to be disguised as law enforcement, first responders, and medical employees. These individuals want to obliterate Western civilization, and they can do it because we cannot find them because of our previous open border. We have no idea who they are, but it is confirmed that they are here and planning these attacks. So if you are someone that lives in a major city or work around a major hub, you need to stay off your phone in public, be vigilant, especially around hospitals, police cars, etc. You need to be aware of your surroundings, make sure that your law enforcement is up to date on this information, and be aware of any confirmed or theorized sleeper cells.
So here is me presenting you the truth. Also, if you like the truth, click subscribe. Check to see if you've been unsubscribed. Also, make sure you guys are trading every day, right? I just think right now with AI, if you go back, Bitcoin, AI, the things that could bring you so much wealth, Can I help? Look what baby boomers, oh, look at that. They got it all. Hey, my silent Gen and my millennials, my Gen Zers, Gen Xers, you have no excuse. Think about it, Gen Xers, all of you guys that have AI. I mean, I even run a company with AI, trade with AI. If you would like to learn about it, I think it's this week. I'm dropping the free bear market course. So it's $2.99. Trade this stuff. Actually was trading this morning. I got stopped out. I'm filming. It was this candle right here. It was a small little loss. Could not just sit there at the computer. I have to film for you. But he took out 3 trades, made $372.50. If you have time, please use it. When your president comes to you and says, you are not going to be able to eat or do anything, make sure you have a lot of money. If you don't have a digital ID, do you guys catch this?
Today, I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
There you guys have it. You cannot eat. You cannot have a job unless you have the digital ID. So hopefully you have the alternatives. Trade equities, move, start businesses outside of crazy land. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.